YouTube, my name is Mel from Mel's Paper Makes. I'm a 24-year-old cash stuffer and budgeter here on YouTube, and today I wanted to go over my July budget. So if this is something you're interested in, please stick around and keep on watching. If you are a cash stuffer or budgeter as well, please leave a comment down below so that I can check out your channel and hopefully others can check out your channel as well. So a little bit of background around me. I'm a 24-year-old engineer. I make $83,000 a year. Of this 83, I have 1% going to a traditional 401k, and then I have 6% going to a Roth 401k. The reason why I have 1 and 6 is because they add up 7, and I need at least 7 to meet my my max employer contribution. So they meet 50% up to 7%, and that's something that I wanted to take advantage of because I don't want to leave any money on the table. And that means that there is 3.5% from my employer match, and that goes into my traditional 401k. So in total, I have 10.5%. Let me just double check. Yes, 10.5% of my salary going into my retirement. And that's some of the deductions from my paycheck. But after taxes is what I will budget. As you can see, if you've been watching my videos before, this is a little different from what I've had compared to quarter 2. This column is the same right here, but this column has changed. I used to have a sinking funds table here, but I've moved that down to join my short-term savings, and now I've added a monthly expenses and a retirement / just future savings, where that is my Roth IRA and my brokerage account. But if you want to try out budgeting and you're not really sure what layout you want, or you just want to try some things out before you commit to one, you can check out a link in my description to a free PDF on Google Drive. I have a budget similar to this. I have another one that's a little bit more complex as well. I have one that says monthly budget, bi-weekly budget, weekly budget, paycheck budget, and then I also have some week by week stuffings. I have cash breakdowns, transaction logs, and check-ins. And this time I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. Because I have the sinking funds in one category instead of broken out all into their different categories, I'm going to be trying this sheet, where it's just a sinking fund sheet, and I can change how much I'm putting into each category every single week. And I'm going to just track that here. So if I like it, I'll stick with it. If I want to modify, I can do those modifications as well. What's really great about budgeting is that you can change it however many times you want, as long as it works for you. There really is no one correct way to budget, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's always very, very flexible. So my main goals for this budget, or for my budget in general, is I want to pay my car loan down to $6,500. Currently, it is just under $9,000. I also want to save for a few short-term things like car, wedding, travel, and moving. I want to fully fund those, but I have actually fully funded my friend's wedding and moving. I also want to fully fund my emergency fund to $10,000, which I already have done. Incur no more new credit card debt, which is still not the case. I'm still not having any credit card debt. And I want to save $500 towards my Roth IRA this year. It's not a lot, I know, but my main goal is to pay off that car loan down to 6,000, and I still want to contribute to my Roth IRA because it helps me build a good habit. So now that I have gone into that, let's go over some numbers. So my full-time income after my taxes and after my retirement contributions will be $4,725. It's a little different from last month because I switched around those contributions. I think before I don't know what it was, but I was contributing a little bit more towards my traditional. And the total will be $4,725. I am expecting a few more things in July. I will be having a work bonus, which is through gain sharing. Basically means that if my company makes profit this quarter or previous quarter in quarter 2, then the employee will also benefit from that and will get a small portion of those profits. We call that gain sharing. I also have a bonus coming in from a credit card because I recently opened up a new one. And then I believe I will be getting my first YouTube paycheck, which is really exciting. So thank you for watching. And I will be receiving an Etsy payout. So those 4 things, my work bonus, my credit card reward, my YouTube paycheck, and my Etsy paycheck, those will not be part of this budget because I don't know those amounts yet. They're not something that I want to depend on. So I'm gonna base my budget off of the minimum that I am expecting. And the reason I'm able to do a monthly budget is because I have an idea of, I know exactly how much is going to be coming in every single month. So I can just allocate those dollars to work for me at just the beginning of the month. So a lot of rambling, but numbers time. Okay. We have 4,725. I always start off with my digital binder. This is my bills binder basically, and this always stays in the bank. I have a binder that I use fake money in to kind of help show the amounts, but I don't actually stuff that on camera. We have rent, which is 1,680. Which is my actual rent itself, my parking, my utilities, water and sewer, and parking, and insurance. But hold on, I'm just gonna turn on the light so you can see my calculator a little bit better. All right, hopefully this is a little bit better. But moving on, electric, I am budgeting 55 because it's the summer months now, so I'm expecting my electric bill to be a little higher. But I want to build kind of a buffer in my bills binder. So I'm going to increase that to 80. I put a pen under here so it can kind of be tilted up. And then internet is $40 a month, but I'm again increasing that to 80. My phone is $60 a month. I pay that to my parents. Mine's a little high because I do pay for Netflix, just because I think if you have a screen that's not in your home location, you have to pay a little extra. I'm that extra screen in a different location, so I pay 60, but I'm gonna bump it up to 100 to, again, build that buffer. My car note is my car loan, and the minimum monthly payment for that is 390 something cents. But like I said, I want to pay down this car loan to $6,500. And to do that, I need to put more than the minimum monthly payment. And the number I chose is $540. And that is around $135 every single week. And if I haven't said, July will be a 4-week month. And the way that I determine that is how many Saturdays are in July. The reason I chose Saturday is because Saturday is when I go grocery shopping, and that's when I need the money by. So, car note is $135 a month. Last month, when it was 5 weeks, it was $105 per week. For my student loans, this is something that has changed since my last budget with me as well, which I'm so thankful that I fully funded those two categories, because I am taking on my parents' their Parent Plus loans. I'm extremely fortunate that my parents took out these loans for me while I was in school, and they took the responsibility of paying those off up until this point. But now I want to be able to take those loans and finish them off, because I don't want my parents to be paying for those anymore. It's time for me to take that responsibility. Again, I'm extremely grateful that they were able to do that for me, but now I'm in the position where I can take over those payments. So I will now have 5 student loans that I will be paying off instead of 4 that I've had before. My original 4, the minimum monthly payment for that was $278. I rounded up to $280. And then the new one, the minimum monthly payment is like $142. And I'm going to round that up to $145. So if we take $280 and we add $145, we get $425. So the minimum monthly payment that I will be making towards student loans is $425. So if we add all of the amounts in my digital binder, I never added them, we get $2,905, which is a lot. It's well over half of my income. And I am okay with that, because I'm using a lot of this money to pay off my debt. I'm using a lot of it to go towards my car loan and to build a buffer in my bills binder as well. So I am okay with it being a lot more than 50%, because 50% is usually what you want to spend for your bills. So if I take 4,725, my income, and subtract it by how much I'm going to be putting towards my bills, I am left with 1,820. Next is my daily cash. I have a little pouch that I carry with me that I have mini cash envelopes in, and that's what I bring to the grocery store, to the gas station, when I'm eating out, and whenever I want to spend. Groceries, I do $40 a week. I meal prep and I go to Aldi, which is great for me. So in total, this will be $160. Gas is around $25 a week. That'll be $100. Eating out will be $30 a week, and that will be $120. And then spending will get $25 a week, that is $100. In total, my daily cash pouch will have $480 going in. And if I subtract that from 1820, I have $1,340. Now I have my long-term savings. Like I said, my emergency fund is fully funded at $10,000, or it's actually at $10,010. It's a little over 3 months of necessities for me, which is just my minimums on my bills and my daily cash. So I'm going to pause saving for that right now so I can focus on my other financial goals. For medical, I want to do $25 a week. It's something that I've always been doing, $25 or $20 every single week. So for July, I'm going to be doing $25 a week, and that is going to be $100 in total. Oops. For my future pet, I'm going to do $10 a week. I don't have a pet right now just because I'm not in the best financial position for a pet, and also I am allergic. That's also why I'm saving quite a bit for medical. Yes, for a medical emergency, but also because I want to get allergy shots so that I can have my pet soon. Travel is another thing that I'll be saving for, $25 a week, and that is going to be $100. You'll see I have another travel category later on, but that is for planned travel. This is for unplanned travel. And a new category that I will be starting is a tech envelope. Sorry, I keep hitting my little holder. But tech will be getting $5 a week. It's going to be slow. Low amounts going in. It's going to be a slow build, but that's totally okay. I'm happy with the phone that I have. I'm happy with all the tech that I have. This is just for when I do decide to either purchase a new phone, or I like building keyboards and a lot of other things. This could be used for keyboards as well. For if I want to build a computer. This is just for any tech thing that I want, because they are pretty expensive. So my long-term savings has 260. We'll subtract that from 1340. We are left with $1,080. Now I have my monthly expenses. I have my gym, which is right now my kind of like a health and fitness thing. And I want to do 15 a week, and that's going to be 60. I used to go to a rock climbing gym, but right now it's just, the prices are just absolutely insane. And I really just cannot justify spending that much at a gym. So right now I am focused on running. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I'm getting in a groove of it and finding good paths. Oh my goodness, I went to a bike path, which, silly me, I thought that it was going to be shaded, but it was not shaded, and it was a really hot day, and there was barely any wind. So I didn't get as much running done as I wanted, but I did get out there and move because I wanted to, and I'm able to. So I took that opportunity to go outside. But yeah, I can use this for anything like fitness, health and fitness related. So if I want to get new like fitness clothes, I'll do that. I don't really think I'll need too much, maybe a few things. If I want new running shoes, if I want any gear, I'm gonna be purchasing AirPods soon. I'm gonna use my gym money and my spending money to get those AirPods, because right now I run with headphones and that's not as safe. You want to be aware of your surroundings, so AirPods, and it's something that I can use in other parts of my life as well, aside from running. Next is memberships. This is for Spotify, Apple Storage, Minecraft, and HBO Max, but the last two I share with someone, and that is just $20 a month. So this in total is $80. I can do this subtraction all by myself. $1,000 left over. The next category is retirement. So for my Roth IRA, I want to set this goal, micro goal, as well. I want to try and put $20 into my Roth IRA every single week. Again, I said I wanted to hit that $500 goal, but I'm pretty sure I can increase that to $1,000 if I contribute $20 every single week. So for July, it's going to be $80. And for my brokerage, I'm going to do $10 a week. So this is going to be $40. And my brokerage could be used for retirement, or it could be used to save for something else, like a house down payment, if I want to save for a new car. This could be the starting amount. Okay, this retirement table has a total of 120. And if I take 1,000 and subtract the 120 from it, I'm left with 880. I also would like to say, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'm not an advisor or a financial planner or anything official. I'm wanting to share the system that works for me. If this also works for you, that's amazing. If it doesn't, that's totally okay. Try something else. You saw it, you tried it, you learned from it. But I'm just sharing the system that works for me. And it won't work for everyone because you're not me. But it could help influence your system as well. So now we are on to the last table, And I'm kind of a zero-based budget. The reason I say kind of is because I don't get paid like 4,725 exactly. I think I get like 47.29 and a few cents. And I really don't want to deal with cents, and I don't want to deal with singles. I'll avoid it if I can, and I will just take that and put it into a buffer account. So it's not technically zero based because I'm not every single dollar is budgeted for. But I still say it's zero based. Okay, so if my short-term savings has a total of $880, then my leftovers should be zero. For my friend's wedding, this is fully funded. We funded this last month. And the same with moving. We fully funded this last month. So I'm so happy that I'm able to say that. And so thankful that I actually did that because that student loan came up. And I'm able to cover that. Okay, so now I have 3 categories left. For my car, I like to do like $100 into car maintenance every single month. And then basically 100 towards insurance as well. And then now I've been putting a little bit into other categories, but in total it's going to be 220 into there. For my sinking funds, I want to do 500, which is quite a bit, yes. But I'm okay with putting that much towards my sinking funds. And that means I am left with $160 towards my planned travel. So now I get to fill out my summary table. My short-term savings was $880. My daily cash was $480. Savings was $260. Monthly expenses was $80, and retirement was $120. I've done this budget so many times that I kind of just know what my numbers are. So practice does make perfect, I will say that. Now, in this category, I like to fill in my percentages so I know how much of my income is going towards what. So, digital, the way you calculate how much the percentage, you take the amount and you divide it by the income. So for digital and bills and debt, that is 61.5%. I round things. So when I add everything up, that there is going to be some error. It might add up to 100, it might not. But that's okay because I know that I'm expecting it to not be 100. If it is, cool. If it isn't, that's okay. Because I'm rounding everything. I'm rounding my percentages. 5.5 going into savings. I have 1.7 going towards monthly expenses. 2.5% going into retirement. Remember, this is on top of the 10.5%, which is awesome. And then 18.6% into short-term savings. So now you can kind of see where my money is going. Oh wait, I forgot to add everything up. Let's do that really quick. 61.5, 10.2, 5.5, 1.7, 2.5, whoa, and 18.6, uh-oh. Wait a minute, I did this wrong. That is not 0.5. 16.5, I got a little excited. My fingers were working a little too fast. Okay, wow, look at that. A nice 100%. So now we can see where my money is going. A lot of it is going towards my bills and my debt. That's okay. I am focused on paying off my debt. Or working towards paying off my debt. I have an extra 2.5% going towards retirement and long-term savings on top of my 10.5, which is amazing. I'm saving almost 19%, 18.6 towards short-term savings. And I'm doing 5.5 towards long-term savings, which is really nice. And I'm really only spending 10.2. I will be spending part of this 18.6, but let's just say I spend probably we can say 8% of it. I only really spend 20% of my cash all the time, aside from my bills and debt. So I think this is a really good distribution of my money itself. But again, if you are interested in this budget sheet, I have something very similar in my description. It'll link you to a Google Drive where you can download this. And if you want different versions, I have a monthly budget, bi-weekly budget, paycheck budget. You can check it all out. But if you also have a budget that works for you and you want to try some savings challenges, I have that as well. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you all have a great day. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll do my very, very best to answer them or to direct you to resources that can answer for you. But here is my budget. If you want to see me cash stuff it, stick around on my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.